All right, welcome back to Nifty Network. Today we got a DE350Z, and I'm going to teach you how to replace or at least remove your alternator. So if yours is reading low voltage or something happened, I don't know what else could happen unless it wasn't reading voltage. If you crashed the car and it broke the alternator off, then you're probably in a worse situation, but I'm going to teach you how to do that. First things first, when you're dealing with the alternator is you're going to want to undo the power cables from it. So it's right under here, this little tray that says battery, and there might be a little cover on that. It's going to be this one lead right here. So get that off. And what I like to do is I'll move this out of the way, because the last thing you want is that to reconnect to the power. You don't want that to happen. So you don't have to put all this stuff back on. I'm just doing it. Then we're gonna go up. All right, so we are under the car, and we are going to remove the sway bar. There's four 14s that hold this up. So that's the driver's side, and then we're gonna come over to the passenger side. And then be a little leery. This bar will fall down when you get these off. Okay, so you can do that. And now we are going to get to the alternator. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to pop this clip off of here, off the alternator bracket that holds the oil pressure sensor cable. So now we have this clip undone. We're going to go over to our oil pressure sensor. We're going to put our flathead in there, wiggle that off, get that out of the way. And then since we're doing sensors, there's this big plug on the side of the alternator. We're going to press in. The release part of it is kind of in a funky spot. So you just got to press in on that. And then if you have trouble like pulling this out, there's this little opening on the sensor there, and you can actually get it to wiggle out. But make sure that you have the sensor released, like the little clip that holds the sensor in. Okay, so that'll slide out like that. We'll push that up because we don't need that just now, or just yet. So we're gonna get our 12 millimeter and our 14. And I'm gonna break these guys loose first. Oh my gosh, that was really tight. Doesn't need to be that tight. Okay, so we broke those loose. And now we are going to loosen up the tensioner. So we'll loosen this front portion first. That doesn't need to come off. Just needs to be loose so that it allows this to move. We will put our 12 socket on this. And that loosens up the belt. If you want to, you can take the belt off right now. Okay, so I just removed the tensioner. It's way easier to see with it gone. You can get to it without it. We're just gonna loosen that, and that's a 14. And these are normally unreal tight. I don't know why, but these 14s at the top are always super, super tight. Okay, we have that 14 out. Now we're gonna do these 12s. And after we do the 12s, we're gonna do the power cable because it's gonna allow it to drop down a little bit and just open up a little space. Then you're gonna have to get a pry bar in here and pry the alternator off. Okay, so now that dropped down and it freed up a little bit more room for us to get to the power cable on the back. So there's the boot, and it is also held on by a 12. So we're going to put our 12 up there and loosen that. Okay, so there's a plate on the back of the alternator that has a couple things mounted to it. If you're having issues, just remove that plate and the alternator should come down a little bit more. So there's 2 10s on that. So once that 10's loosened up, you should be able to get it with your fingers. Just kind of move the alternator around a little bit, because if that bolt binds up, it's really hard. Okay, so that allowed a bunch more room. We can actually bring this down in this area. So you'll see that 12 that I've been talking about this whole time right there. And like I said, if you had that cable hooked up when you're doing this, there would be sparks everywhere. So just trust me. So we're gonna get our 12 up there. And the alternator is a little heavy, so don't be alarmed and don't knock your teeth out if you're sitting under it. And there you go. That is how you remove a alternator on your DE 350Z.